Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm going to be doing a wonderful reading for you. Hello, my beautiful light workers. We're getting into a part of this channel, I guess, where Spirit is asking for you to step up. So it's very exciting, a little bit scary, but wonderfully fulfilling once you begin, because the paths that you are taking right now that haven't been taken, I would say, in maybe a very long time or ever on this planet. I can't be sure, I haven't been around long enough to know. But I get the feeling from what they're saying that you only see the way by making the way. And this card is especially meant for you because the way that you're making, it's not a traveled path that you've been on before. It's not one that you're going to recognize, because you're making it. You're making it for yourself, and you're making it for others, and that's really exciting. It actually makes me really emotional to think about it, because, like I said, it's not an easy thing to take the reins and do it yourself. But it's such a beautiful thing when you have enough courage to be the light. And that's what we are right now. We're being the light. And you may say, well, I'm just doing my life. Yeah. But your life, the way you're living it, is setting the tone. So you have to realize that you're leading by example of what you're doing in your life. So please, please, do what your heart is screaming at you to do. And, I mean, set the tone. Make the way. Okay, so there's no more well-marked trails for you to travel anymore. All the institutions, the organizations, establishments are in a state of creative destruction. Everything is kind of just toppling over and going nuts. And if you haven't noticed, then you need to get out from the rock. Because I know I tell you not to watch the news, but it's impossible to get away from it. If you're clicking on anything, even this, there's stuff that pops up everywhere. Okay? The safe route, or the right way to build your life, your resume, your business, is over and done. There's no more tried, true, tested way. Okay? The slow up, I'll call it, that we experienced really showed us that things could be shaken up to the core and completely reformed and remalleable. The set in stone ways of, established ways of doing things and businesses, it all went the way of the dodo, because the world had to adjust to something different coming in and disrupting that. And that disruption in itself just made everybody look at things in a different way and go, wait a minute, why is everything so rigid? Why can't we move in and flow around things and do things in a different way? Okay? So it's now time for you to walk down that pathless path, leading with love. Rejoice. What a time and space to be alive. I want you to be excited about this. Okay? Taking part in a nudging forward in the next era of evolving human consciousness. So wonderful. You're volunteered to be a torchbearer, leaving guideposts for others as you move ahead, with joy as your GPS. You can only see the way now by making the way. Isn't that terribly exciting and scary? You are now a light worker. You're a light bearer. So put that in your mind. Set the tone, set the way, and remember that others are looking. Okay? It says, what did I volunteer for down here in the service of evolving myself in the world? If you're here right now at this time, and you haven't checked out, because many have checked out just before this has started. If you've noticed, quite a few of the people that I know have checked out. They've gone back to the other realm, okay? It's because they didn't volunteer for this time. If you're still here, and you're moving ahead and moving forward and being brilliantly courageous in you, and setting the tone in your life and finding joy in places that people would never find joy in the past. You're definitely here for this. You are going to make all the difference. People are going to look at you and go, wow, that person can do it. Why can't I? I don't need to stay depressed. I don't need to stay hurting. I can take my steps out of what I think I'm stuck in and free myself. Yes, it's that big. Okay? It's that big. There is more depression in the world now than there's ever been. And it's because people need that deep rest. They needed that deep rest to decompress and let go of all that stuff. You ever seen a person liberated and free from the confines and the restrictions and the boundaries that they've set for themselves? They walk in the sun. They walk in the sun. Okay. So get lost on purpose. Turn off your phone. This is what they're saying in a cosmic checkbox for this. And simply allow yourself to wander in a new area freely. Wandering is very good for the soul. Wandering is very good for the soul. I'm telling you, just wandering is amazing. It gives you the freedom to cry, to laugh, to walk, to experience, to observe, to let in the wisdom, to look at nature and see how that works. Have you ever noticed that when your life is completely falling apart, the sun rises and sets every day like nothing is happening? I've noticed that a few times in my lifetime, where I've taken a walk and thought, how can the days just keep going when my entire life is falling apart? It's because it's my perception and it's my life. Nature just carries on, and its beauty and its grace and its destructiveness, it does what it needs to, and so are you. You will always do what you need to. So trust and act accordingly is the other card that was out here. And this one says, how would you act if you absolutely knew the universe had even more in store for you than you could imagine? What would be your next step now? Whatever we think we want typically comes from our small selves. That's not always in alignment with our divine destiny unfolding. Think back to when you made significant leaps. Where did the support come from? Consider what kind of allies, resources, and even synchronistic opportunities have opened up only after you've acted. The universe is always nudging us forward and revealing itself in our crazy ideas and perfect nature. Trust. What would you do right now if you fully trusted that you were supported no matter what? Research one step you can take towards a goal that you have and put it on your calendar. Absolutely. And again, you have the 3 cups. That's a reconnection to what we've always supposed to be connected to. There's joy. There's love. You're a light worker, okay? You're setting the tone. You're walking the space. You're doing it, Pisces. Oh, little pen just showed up here. You guys know I journal a lot, so it's not surprising. All right. I'm going to take the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Love this. A lot of good juju in this deck. I talked a lot, but it was all from the heart. So much love coming in, it's actually dizzying me, Pisces. There's freedom and love, and they're all kind of wrapped up together right now. I feel myself walking down the road like a hobo. You know, with that little stick and that little piece of cloth at the end with, like, not much in it, but just, I don't know, freedom. Freedom to love. I've got the setting sun in my eyes, and underneath the deck the sun showed up. So the sun is very much here. And the moon. Look at this. Okay, the sun and the moon. The 10, 37, 10, Wheel of Fortune, end of the cycle. Thunder. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, this is what I feel. I feel that as we walk forward, we're bringing that thunder. Have you ever seen a movie, Jumanji? They're saying, that's not thunder, that's a stampede. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. I feel that we are thunderously, like, the movement is, you know, it's getting louder. It's getting louder and louder. They're getting louder and louder too. The ones who, like, you know, having the hissy fits. You know, I want my way or the highway. They're getting louder too. But we're getting louder in a better way. It's sneaking up. And it's going to make a difference. Okay? It's going to make a difference. It may not be right now, but our future is looking a lot better. A lot better. Trust me on this. Okay? The planet will do what it needs to. And as humans, we're going to learn stuff the hard way. And some of us already know that we're going to learn it the hard way. But we are here to witness. And we are here to help people who will... And I hate to use that word, but it's almost like reform. Reform to a level of consciousness that they need to really live a great life, okay? It's not a promise of perfection. It's a promise of when you come here for a journey, you're going to get the most out of it. Instead of fighting it the whole way and being stuck in these little redundancies that don't matter, okay? So, the moon, different phases, the cycles, you're definitely going through it. 56, 11, angels, guides, helping us move forward in our light worker work, picking up the thunderous applause, the thunderous movement, that rumbling that's coming in, that's us. Okay? There's a lot coming in. This is Spiritual Guidance Day, in case you were wondering. And Spiritual Guidance Day usually means that there's a lot coming true, as in, and that's through, not true, as in, Spirit has the winning deck. They always do. They have the cards. They have a lot of great... We have a lot of free will, so we can decide if it goes right or left. But they definitely have the winning cards, if you know what I mean. They have a lot of the answers in front of them. The big stuff that can get us through everything. And they're constantly trying to help. Okay? They're helping us try to reconnect to each other. Queen of Water. Transformation. Hierophant. Four of Air. Oof. Eight of Air. Three of Earth. Okay. Underneath the deck, the Messenger of Fire. Let's push that here. Let's put that there. Let's see, Pisces. Let's talk about this. I sense a lot of intuition here. I sense help from Spirit, especially if you're going down a path that you haven't been down on before. You're going to need a lot of help from your higher self, your spiritual team, even the collective, okay? Some of us may be starting to connecting to one another, I'm feeling, with this Three of Cups. Okay, the Three of Earth. So it's a reconnection to self, to others, to spirit. You're all really reconnecting. Now they're telling me this middle part here is this transformation. This transformation, that's a death and a rebirth. So it's a death of the old, a beginning of the new. Fives are hard cards all the time. And sevens are cards of assessment. You have 3 and 4, which makes 7. And they're both together, and they're both facing opposite ways. Did you notice? Opposite ways. The 3 is usually seeing the truth of the matter, but in this case, I feel that it's definitely not an easy path, Pisces, okay? You're going to have a lot of uncertainty and wondering if you're taking the right path. And rightfully so, because there's no path to be had. You're making the path you're going on, okay? You're breaking down barriers, and you're breaking down like constructs, and you're just doing something brand new and going, hey, let's do this. We've never done this before. And for a lot of us, as going with the flow, to grab that fire, okay, that fire right here. See that spark? And turn it into something, to blow on the embers here, which is not, but you should, okay? To blow on the embers and actually make something catch. It's going to be right out of our comfort zone. But believe me, so worth it, okay? Trust. You have to trust in yourself. You got to remember, Pisces, that we have a lot of, an awesome guidance system leading us on our way. We have spiritual guidance. We are light workers. The light touches us, and then we work it, okay? I was reading the definition of light workers, and they were saying modern dictionary or something, because it's not in the actual dictionary that I was looking in. And I thought, modern? That's the oldest thing in the world, to be a light worker. Okay? We're always supposed to be light workers. We were always supposed to take spirit and the body and put them together and work it. That was like the purest of intention when we started evolving here. They were hoping that we would evolve to this point where it wouldn't just be greed and hurt. We have lessons in that, but it's I don't know, it's supposed to be different. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be lessons, not like constant pain and trying to rape the planet of all her resources and you know, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to be crude, but it's like shitting on your home. Shitting in the space you live. There's been a lot of that, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's the between. I don't understand. If we're here to learn and bring back the experience, couldn't they tweak that? I always ask that. I never really get an answer because I'm not living in the other realm as of yet. Maybe with time I'll get better answers. But for now, Pisces, we have to do, we're doing this. We've been put on this mission to do this, to help. And yes, it's a new way, a new idea, okay? And I love this because she's wearing like candles on her head. So who would do this, okay? Setting your hair on fire. That's what I would think, you know? It's not something you would do, but then again, you know, similar. Bandana, you know, like this is what I'm thinking. These are new ideas. You're going to implement them. Some are not going to be so great. Some are going to be fantastic. But the thing is that it's never been seen before. And it's the leap forward that we need to, I feel like, snap us out of this constant circle of crap that's getting us nowhere. We've been in prison so far in our human bodies, just living the same stuff over and over again. things need a shake-up for sure. There needs to be thunder. There needs to be a clearing. It won't be easy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is going to be interesting. It's, from what I can tell, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be something, okay? It's going to be something interesting, Pisces. Okay, so I'm going to take a few cards here from this deck, and it's guardian angel cards. I want some messages from the angels right now. The guardian angels for you. As you can tell, I have questions too, Pisces. Sometimes I don't understand. Patience.